Hello, hello. I'm Star Cosmic from Pathia Games, and welcome to the My Time at Sandrock story demo. This is a limited time demo that's running from the 16th until the 22nd, so download and play it before the 22nd, alright? The demo doesn't include things like romance and controller support or multiplayer, but it's a taste of the story and the mechanics. I think you'll enjoy it. Speaking of multiplayer, we can go check out the video right now of a little sneak peek. Here we go. So you want to note that this is a cooperative multiplayer. You can do some competition like mini games and such, but it's largely cooperative. A lot of it is still in flux. If you have some really neat ideas, feel free to drop them in our Discord. There's a link in the Steam description. Yeah, we look forward to that. Multiplayer will be in early access, I believe. And alright, so we're gonna play through some of the early game so that we can get you started. Alright, let's get some fun colors maybe. The demo only has limited options, but there will be more hairstyles later on. So if you're not really seeing anything you like, don't worry. Just check back during early access and you'll see more. Oh, this is pretty. Oh, that's neat. Cool. We're not going to do too much customization because we want to just jump right into the game, but we can do a little bit. Nice. Okay. One more customization, and wait. You can explore these options yourself. Just download the demo in the Steam description. Alright, let's go. Alright, so we have some experience as a builder, but we're heading over to Sandrock to start over and have a new life in a town that needs help. There's our friendly rival. Hi there, you must be Max. I'm Mian, the other builder. I just got here yesterday. Nice to meet ya. There is no voice acting yet, and I know the text is a little small, so I'll read what's important. I'm here to take you to the Commerce Guild. The retiring builder and the commissioner are there, so let's not keep them waiting. Follow me. There she goes. You'll notice that the transition to the cutscene is a bit smoother and more natural, guides you in. Howdy, I'm Yan, president of the Sandrock Commerce Guild. Pleased to make your acquaintance, yada yada yada. I'll be overseeing you and beyond, but don't think of me as your boss. Think of me as more of a buddy that's your superior. This here's Mason. He's retiring, hence, you know, the whole reason for you being here and whatnot. But you knew that already. What am I talking about? Anyway. So over there is the workshop that we're going to be taking over. Thank you, Mason. Alright, Mason, have anything to say? Let's not get too friendly. I mean, I am on my way out of here. My workshop is now yours. You may find it run down and dilapidated, ill-equipped, and yes it is, but the place has heart. May you bring telesis to the land. Alright, so we start off already having builder licenses, but you'll have to be careful to not cut down trees in Sandrock. You'll have to break down resources that are underneath the sand. So, first off, to get those resources, we're going to build a pickhammer. Alright, so we're going to scrounge up some stone and wood, and then craft it at the work table. Alright, let's go forage. Thanks for the guide. Not much, but it's a good shelter. And we got the work table. Sandrock is still well known across all the free cities for being directly on top of an old world metropolis. They say some old scraps even end up here on the surface when the wind blows. And those scraps are what we're gonna go out and find so that we can build our pickhammer. Alright, see ya. To gather things from junk piles, you'll need to hold down E. Let's see, where's another one? There it is. Remember, hold down E. Portia, you just had to press it, but certain prompts, you'll notice you'll have to hold them down in Sandrock. And we have enough. Cool. Alright, so here's the work table interface. Categories are up here. Things you can craft are on the left side. And the crafting button is down in the bottom right. Oh, cool. This one has a dig radius of an extra 9%. Cool. So that's all we needed. Great. Cool. Oh, watch out for the train. Don't get hit by it. Alright, there it goes. And here we go. Off to talk to Yan again. Hi, Yan. Right. Hey! The pick hammer is the soul of a desert builder. But at least it's rebuildable, huh? Alright, so next up, Recycler. It's another indispensable tool for a desert builder. It's the machine that's synonymous with make do. Once it's made, you can put the scrap that you collect with your pick hammer into the recycler to get all kinds of useful items. You can construct the recycler on your assembly station. Alright, so thank you for the diagram. It's one of the first things that you make, but it's also very important. You might want to make more than one, honestly. So let's head back to the workshop. We will need a few more items for it, so we'll have to keep on scrounging more materials. Let's see what we need. The interface is a little bit easier to go through. You can just flip straight to the item that you want. So we're gonna need some more stone, tinus, and wood. Cool. Alright, so there's some scraps in your yard. Now that we have a pick hammer, we can destroy those. And destroying that got us a stone throw. Excellent. So, what else? We do need more stone to make grinding saws and the stone throw. Oh, if you break a tumbleweed, you will get a little bit of wood and other stuff. Okay, so here's some of the scraps nearby. Neon's over there getting her own stuff. You want to make sure that you go look for gravel, because you're able to get Venus from it. Oh, okay. Let's see. Gravel. Of course, you also get stone from the gravel as well. Overall, very useful to grab. Let's grab some wood while we're at it. Copper scraps, always useful. We'll see some NPCs are walking by, don't mind them. They work at salvage right here, which is a very useful place. And we will be visiting it a lot for materials, so remember, it's not too far from your workshop, just a little bit southeast, I think it is. Right. So that's one of the Civil Corps members. There's technically 3 members of the Civil Corps. One of them is a cat. I mean, you can fix the store, but yeah, it's too soon for us to go in there. That's fine. Alright, so let's keep getting some more materials. We'll definitely need stone, so I'll keep on breaking gravel. You'll notice I also got dew from that. That'll be useful later on. Not everything is harvestable. If the icon is red, you don't have the correct tool for it yet. There are also monsters around. blue ones won't attack, but if the level is red, they could get aggressive if you get too close, I think. Alright, pretty sure I have plenty of stone by now. Yep. Right, so we need to get these. This tab over here is your quest item tab. And let's see, we just need to hit craft, and it'll automatically make however many we need, so long as we have the materials. So there we go, we have the stone trough and the grinding saw that we were missing. Alright, so we just need to approach the translucent model and hit right click. Confirm. And then, just like that, we place the items. It's a little bit less finicky than it was in Portia. Like, you don't need to have the items in your hotbar and deal with all that. Cool. Here's our first recycler. Just like that, we're done. We do need to talk to Yan, but might as well add some fuel and start processing stuff, right? This is a resource management game, so why waste time? Unlike the work table, machines take time to create items. So click on this tab on the right to show all the items that are in the queue to be made. When something is in the queue being built, you can add more of the item by pressing this plus sign or cancel the process using the X. And down here is how long it'll take to finish making all the items. Fuel meter over here. I've already added fuel, oops. I may have bypassed the tutorial, whoops. Sorry about that. Yeah, here we go. Let's head back to Yan, tell him how we did. The train comes in the morning, so we usually won't be hit by it unless you're not looking in the morning. So be careful. During the day, you'll be safe, but during the morning, just be careful. Alright, Yan made the recycler. And he trusts us on that. Alright, so he's saying whenever we have questions, check out the handbook and don't bother asking him questions. Very helpful. Thank you, sir. Alright, so now that we have the basic knowledge of a desert builder, why don't we head over to City Hall? Register our workshop. Normally the mayor handles registrations, but Minister Matilda is taking over for now. Why? Because the mayor is off trying to plant things in the Eufaula Desert. I mean, it's a good endeavor, but it's probably gonna be hard without dirt, right? But yeah, she's been gone a while, the mayor. And Yan's gonna give us some extra diagrams, thank you. Alright, so head over to City Hall. You can always check where you need to go by using M to open up your map. Here's the Commerce Guild. Our house is across the tracks. So we just gotta head down the street over to the City Hall, yeah. Oh? Halt! Who goes there? Oh, it's you, the new builder. I thought you were one of Logan's gang. Silly me, you look nothing like an outlaw. Thanks. Your arms are so skinny. Do you even know how to defend yourself? You know, the desert isn't kind to the fragile. It's decided. I, the Magnificent Pen, the protector of Sandrock as of 5 seconds ago, have taken it upon myself to offer you a combat lesson. You know, a little bit of combat is always great. Great to know about anyways. Alright, so we're gonna go spar and pick any weapon we feel like. I believe people rather like the large sword, so let's do that. Doesn't mind us hitting him. The meter at the top, is the defense. I just broke his, but my defense is represented by those yellow circles underneath my health bar. It's a tutorial, so he's not really taking damage. The sword is very large, but slow. Breaks through defense easy, though. There's not too much we can do during this tutorial. Just break through his defense and try to win. But again, he's gonna beat us. There it is. Enough. I grow wary of this. Time to end this. And there we go. Thus concludes the segment of my combat course titled "Never Mess with Pen." I hope you learned something. I had fun teaching it. So he recommends that we craft a weapon. Good advice. Why hello there, I'm Minister Matilda from the Church of the Light, filling in for Mayor Trudy. Alright, so we just need to name our workshop. We will name it the brilliant name of Workshop. Yes. Alright, so if we need to change the workshop name, we can just buy a rename card from the store in the back of the building here. Alright, so with that, we are ready to start taking commissions from the Commerce Guild. So tomorrow she'll ask for everyone to come over and have a meeting. Fireside meetings are always nice. Over here is where you can get your workshop renamed. Cool. Alright. It is getting a little late, but... Oh. Hey, Mian. Oh, hey! Did you get a message from Yan saying, "Emergency, come now," as well? Huh, wonder what it is. A little cutscene, as a treat. Where's our lift? Look, Rocky, old buddy, old pal. Don't you buddy me, pal. Since Mason's leaving, you promised me you'd do it yourself. First it was you had a cold, then your turtle being sick, all these excuses. So, Yan's pushing it on us. So, Rocky over here is the boss of the Eufaula Salvage, which we will be visiting quite a lot. Alright, so that's gonna be our first big mission. Rocky and his miners are working out of Paradise Lost. You know, that big looking ruins right next to Max's workshop. Crane lifts, huh? If you're looking for parts, we have a bunch of salvage in our company backyard that you can ruffle through. It's located by the Paradise Lost ruins. Lots of miners there, can't miss it. We saw some of them earlier. Normally we charge a fee for access, but here, take your free 1 week pass. Great, great. Yep, so we'll need to go to Rocky Salvage and make a furnace. Lots of stuff to do. And over here's the commission board. Wow, a recycler. And a furnace. Demand a lot, Arvio. I have been here one day, and now you expect me to make a whole nother recycler. Dubious. Alright, I'm actually gonna turn off the quest tracker so that we can just focus on other stuff. Actually a bit low in stamina, so I'm gonna head to bed. Oh, that's something to mention. You can customize your furniture fairly freely. You'll need pigments and such to actually customize them, but different parts can be colored freely. And if you want to undo stuff, you just gotta click to revert. And you can also customize the style. This is one of the things that was unlocked due to the wishlist goals being met. So if you want to help us reach more things, please wishlist the game on Steam, and we're going to be able to add even more things to the game if we're able to reach those higher wishlist goals. Some of those include more romance candidates, including possibly, if we reach, I believe, 500,000 wishlists, we might be able to make everyone romanceable. And that would be really cool. Alright, I'm just gonna exit and head to bed. Yeah, so there's There's a message in the corner saying that sleeping early before midnight will mean that you're fully rested. If you go to sleep at or after midnight, you'll wake up with pretty dark eye bags. Hi, I'm Jasmine. I was delivering your sample newspaper. If you like reading it, just go to the newsstand near City Hall to subscribe. Then you'll get each new issue in the mail. Oh, I bet it's hard moving to a new place. I can give you a tour. That sounds great, actually. So, our first stop is the Wandering Y Yakima Ranch. Although, hang on, Jasmine, I'm gonna read this mail. A letter from Ma. Dear, dear, dear. It's hard to believe only a few days have passed since you left for Sandrock. Your father and I are already missing you so much. Even when you were small, you were always wandering away from us. Sometimes I would let you walk and see how far you go, but I'd always get nervous before you did, so I guess we should have seen this coming. I'm so proud of you, and I know you're going to do great things at your new job. No one else jumped at the chance to take that contract, because it will be tough, but you took it anyway. I know you'll be able to bring Telesis to Sandrock. I just wish you'd take care of yourself better. Those quilts I'd folded for you are still sitting by the door. Do you want me to mail them to you? The desert gets really cold at night, I've heard. We're so happy you're independent now, but Sandrock can be dangerous, so please don't hesitate to ask for help. Your father is doing well, and he's converting your room into a garden for his bonsai trees. I don't think he wants to admit it, but seeing your empty room made him kind of sad. He says he'll move the trees out and let you back in any time, so I hope you're not offended. Anyway, we've sent you some money for quilts. Let us know when you've settled in, and remember to take care of yourself, Ma. Thanks, Ma. You are loved. Of course. The church also mentions that we have an important announcement at the fireside meeting tonight. 19 o'clock. Well, that's great and all, but right now it's morning, and we're gonna go on Jasmine's tour. She's already run ahead of us. So over here are Cooper, Mabel, and Elsie's house. This is where they raise the yak milk that provide the milk for the town, along with a lot of other things. They also sell things that you can use to take care of animals. And there's Mabel herself. But moving along, oh, where'd she go? She's going to the Oasis. Hello? Here it is. This is Martle's Oasis. Martle was the first mayor of Sandrock, and she found this oasis a long time ago. We all drink this water, so don't step in it. In the middle, you can see a statue of Mr. Peach. The water tower over there is where we keep extra water. Burgess takes care of it, and you can get some water from him if you give him money. Oh, do you know what the official town slogan is? Minister Matilda came up with it, and now everybody says it all the time. Conserve water, down with Logan, or defeat the desert. Conserve water. Yup. That's their slogan. If you run out of water, then we'll have to leave. So we should say the slogan a lot to help people remember, right? Alright, heading to City Hall. You'll notice there's trash around. You can pick those up for resources. Wow, where'd you run to? Heading over there. I look away for 1 second. Alright, so here's City Hall. My mom works here when she isn't going out into the desert. And Heidi works next door. She builds bridges and upgrades houses and stuff. And from the station to Sandrock, City Hall is the main street. With several stores, the saloon, parlor, a lot of stuff. And there's the general store. So now we're heading up the hill towards Church of the Light. Here we are. So this is the Church of the Light. It's one of the tallest areas in town. Most of the villagers come every Sunday to listen to Minister Matilda. Alright, and if you keep on going along the path, you'll find the research center and the Golden Goose, which is the game center. There's more to explore, but that's enough walking for Jasmine. Thank you. A lot of people don't like Sandrock so much, but you do, so I think that means we can be good friends. Alright. So there's a little tour of Sandrock. Church of the Light is up in the north. There's also the Research Center, Game Center, Museum, and Clinic up in the northern area. A lot of the time you'll be down in the middle-ish. So there's the museum. That's where we fought Pen. Here's Skatori, who runs both the museum, I believe, and the entertainment center. Thanks for the tokens. Yep. Over there's the clinic, that red building. Oh, we should probably check out all of salvage, huh? A little bit of a jog over there. You'll notice these wanted posters around all over town. There's the ranch. Train station. No trains, thankfully. Our workshop, and... salvage. Salvage? Salvage. Hey, Rocky. How do we get in? Do you not want us in right now? Oh, I guess we could just... The entrance is outside now, huh? Forgot about that. There were some changes between the beta and the demo version. A little early, huh? Yep, off limits. That's fine. Oh, it looks like Mia Hunt's out here to gather stuff again, huh? Her crane lift is almost done already. She's already built a furnace and stuff. Well, I think that's enough exploring for now. We'll save more gameplay for you to find out. Just, again, download the demo from the download link in the description. I think I'm gonna switch to the beta version. Just gonna end this. Great. 1 second. Let me pull up the other version. There we go. Alright, so this is the beta version. The interface is a little outdated. It's okay. We're gonna load... This is fine. Any file. This is the character that I used during the research management stream. Yep. Alright. So now we're going to cover some of the farming mechanics. It's a bit of a step up from Portia. One of the things that players complained about was that you had to use planter boxes instead of just planting straight in the ground. So that's one of the things that was taken into consideration with Sandrock. So now, let's see, gonna do some spawning stuff. Okay, blah blah blah. I just need one item. There it is. Oops. Basic planning kit. This is what we're gonna use to farm with. Oh, and there's messages. Okay, so while those messages are running, I'm gonna rearrange the yard a little bit. This fits here, doesn't it? Yes. And that also spawned me a bunch of money, so I'm gonna expand the yard so that we have place to farm. Great, okay. Now we have more room. Gonna keep moving stuff. Sorry about the messages. Okay, so now that's out of the way a bit. Gonna uncheck that mission. Okay, so the basic planting kit is how you do all of the farming functions. Alright, so if we use it, left click. Okay, so all of the stuff that's in the planting was inspired by things that were actually researched during the research trip to the Gobi Desert. So, like, all these techniques are based on real things. So we're gonna have to use a straw grid to protect our seeds from the wind and sand. So we're gonna use a square-shaped thing to stamp that down. And then we need to place a seed. And then water, and hopefully fertilize if you have fertilizer. And then once the crops are grown, you can choose a hand icon to harvest. After harvesting, this is different from Portia. After harvesting, the plant will leave behind nutrients that slowly improve the quality of the soil. You can pick up this improved soil and move it. Neat, huh? See how it's green? Right. So for the plants and soil you don't want, you can use a shovel to click and remove them. But they will disappear and won't be in your inventory anymore. Or it won't be put into your inventory. So since planting can be kind of multi-step, to make things easier you can upgrade your toolkit so that you can do more things all at once to affect a larger area. Alright, so that's all the basics. So again, while holding the basic planting kit, just left click and then the interface changes so that you only see those icons, the planting icons. Pay attention to the prompts and they will help you out. So first one is to create a straw grid. And you're gonna have to do this a lot. So if you like planting things, you should probably upgrade your kit. Some of the seeds will take more space than others, so be aware of that. Others only take 1 by 1 area. Some might take, like, 2 by 2 or so. So when you're just first starting out, it will take a little bit of time to set up, but it's chill, it's relaxing. Alright, so we've made some plots of land. Let's see. Oh, if you want to change the function, you can press Q to switch what things do. I'm not going to get into BioCrust right now, but let's let's see. Okay, going over to number 2. We can pick between the seeds you want. We can cycle between them using Q, or we can also press right click to bring up all of them. I think I'm gonna plant some, not that one. I would like to plant coffee. Yeah! Oh, that's a 3. I'll make this one a 3 then. Three by 3. One plant needs a 3 by 3. That's fine. And there we go. Now we can plant this coffee tea tree. Yeah! Okay, so let's pick something else. Sand rice, sand leek, wheat seeds, rose willow, cactus, tomato, mountain rose, sweet potato pepper, chestnut, desert mushroom, cantaloupe, rhino horn. That sounds neat. Alright, let's plant that. And let's see. Plant a few of everything else. The little blue icons means that they need water. So it's easy to tell when your plants need water. Okay, now there's some cactus. Cactus, rose willow, what else? Let's do some mountain roses. And sweet potato peppers. And you know what? Let's do some classic wheat. Yeah? Yeah. What's a farming game without wheat, right? Okay. So, there's our little plot. Okay, so moving on. Number 3, we are gonna start watering. You can also use number 3 to fertilize. You do want to be careful. With each plant that you water, it consumes a little bit of your water supply. And water is very important in Sandrock. Remember, the slogan is to conserve water, because it's a very precious resource, and you'll need it for things like your furnaces and your other machines to craft with. If you run out of water, again, go over to the church store over in town, and you can buy water, but it's expensive. So you might want to wander around and harvest things like plants or rocks. You can find dew and use those at your work table to create water. You need 10 dew for 1 water, so it's a little bit hard to get, but it is helpful. Alright, everything is watered. There's a little upset face. If we choose to fertilize it, it becomes happy. And you can visually see the fertilizer as you're putting it down, and then it fades away. I believe fertilizer increases the yield, you can kind of see that fertilized areas are a little bit more gray looking. Can you see it? A little bit more gray. We're actually gonna stop there and go to bed because it's getting harder to see. If you want to exit, you can just press escape. Or you can also run outside of your yard and then it'll automatically stop the process in about 3 seconds. Great. Now it's easier to see. Alright. Gonna keep adding some fertilizer, I guess. This one didn't get any. Sun's rising. Great. And one more plant, and then they'll be all fertilized. And watered. Okay, so number 4 is to harvest, but it'll take a while for it to get harvested, you know? So I'm gonna cheat a little bit, and make time go fast. This is not an in-game function, this is a dev tool kind of thing, but each time I press the key, a day goes by. Cool, and now those are ready to harvest. All the sparkly ones are anyways. Some things take longer to grow, like this tea tree over here. Here we go, now it's growing fruit. Oh, ignore that. There we go, now it's sparkling. Trees take quite a lot longer to get ready than other things do. Okay. So you can also harvest things, I think. Oh, maybe not. That's fine. Okay, so you can harvest using the kit. So number 4 is harvest. My inventory's full from all this stuff, but aren't they pretty? You can actually just leave these up and then just decorate your yard with them if you want. They'll stay. Like, yeah, they'll stay. It's a pretty nice way to make sure that your yard is looking nice even in the desert. But if you harvest them, then you're able to make the soil better. So consider that as well. All you need to do is plant something in the same spot again. My inventory's full, so the items are going over here to the first item that was dropped. maybe let's try some different things. Sandlings. So we'll have to redo the straw square. Stamp it down. Now we can plant. So here's some sandlings. What else? Tomato, let's plant those now. And what else? Chestnut, sure. Water those, and then, oh, actually, the ground is still watered. Some parts of it anyways. Other parts already consumed the water. Alright. I'm gonna skip the fertilizer. And just advance time. Aren't those pretty? These are the chestnuts. They're so cute. Okay, now they're ready. So yeah, you can make a really nice little farm. Add some green to your area. Now if you harvest these, let's see. Number 4. Looks like the soil hasn't improved yet. But if you keep working at it, you can make some nice stuff. Right, and number 5. If you would like, you can simply root out a plant and destroy it while it's growing. Let's see. Yeah, let's try planting something. There we go. So if you planted something and you don't actually want it there, click on 5 and dig it up. You can also use number 5 to remove the soil entirely and turn it back to normal soil. That way you can plant, you can put other things down, like other machines and things. You made a mistake when you were deciding where to put down plants, you can also just dig it up like that. There we go. Alright, so there's a quick planting tutorial. Hope you enjoyed. Please download the demo before the 22nd. After the 22nd, the demo will become deactivated and you won't be able to download or play it. And also, like, catch us on social media and Discord. If you check the Discord, that's where we usually talk about updates and stuff the most. So, check it out. Alright, go play the demo. Thanks for watching.